Wanjira, turning to you. Of the 40 countries identified as the most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, more than half are in Africa. How do the innovations that Beth and James just described have the potential to help communities in Africa whose lives have been disrupted by the effects of climate change?
Well, that's a really good question, and the premise that both James and Beth have set is really underscores the vulnerability that we exist in. There is the reality of the disproportionate impact of climate on especially Africa, and the fact that it's for reasons not of our own doing. And I think that the justice element of that has to be well understood, and with that, a certain level of solidarity and partnership that comes from the partnerships that we establish. But it is not altogether a sob story, right? This is an Africa that is basically saying, we are the solution hub as well. And in addition to the two, and in fact, in many ways, a companion to what Beth does, is just the role of Africa's natural resources. The fact that Africa has the greatest restoration potential in the world, the fact that restoration businesses are on the rise, that you can actually restore nature and create a livelihood at the same time is extraordinary. And we are seeing that transform landscapes around bamboo and riverine areas. We're seeing macadamia nut producers literally catalyze agroforestry systems on farm because of the demand for some of these agricultural products. We know that nature is so underfunded. You know, here's the thing. I always think that the one thing we all know and agree on is carbon as a source, but beyond carbon, imagine the services that markets don't actually quantify. Pollination, air quality, the work that Beth is doing that is actually enhanced by having a healthy ecosystem, agriculture, ecotourism, and on and on. A lot of those have zero value in the marketplace if we were to go out and say, invest in this asset that is nature. That's part of our problem. I think we are endowed with the healthiest lung of the planet. I like to talk about the Congo forest because this is an ecosystem that sustains life as we know it. We know that without the Congo forest, there would be no Nile River, and without the Nile, we don't even want to go there. That's a different discussion on this panel. So I really remain a great champion of nature and the role it plays in cushioning us against the worst impacts of climate as we build on more sustainable green economies.